Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be filming for you all a updated what's on my iPhone for 2018. I filmed one of these a few months ago and people were requesting a new one, so I thought I would film one. For anyone that doesn't know, I have the iPhone 6s in rose gold. My case is like this sparkly sort of case. I'm covering up most of the case because it's got my bus pass in. It's literally so protective because it's got like I think it's called the bumper over the top, so it's really protective. And then I just have a screen protector one, which I need a new one because it's very broken. So yeah, so without further ado, let's just get straight on into the video. So for my lock screen, it's a picture of Ariana Grande performing at one of her Sweetness sessions. I just love her so much. She's just stunning and just amazing in general. And then my home screen is also Ariana performing just at a concert, I think. Again, literally stunning. So on the first page I have a folder called Irrelevant with basically all the irrelevant apps in that I don't use that just come with the phone. So I have Find iPhone, Wallet, Health and Contacts. I literally don't use any of them. I then have my photos. I then have my notes app where I just keep all my notes in. I then have Clock, which I have all of my alarms and everything on. So they're all my alarms, so I actually get out of bed. I have Safari, which you all know what Safari is. Find Friends, where I can basically track my mum. So if I know that she's near McDonald's, I make her go and pick me one up. I then have App Store, so I can get some apps. Camera to take pictures. Phone to phone people. Settings, that's just, I don't really use that. FaceTime, which I FaceTime my friends on. Basically the only person I do actually FaceTime is Lily, because nobody wants to FaceTime me anyway. And then I have a calculator, so I can basically in science do some calculations, and for my maths homework. Yeah. Down the bottom I have all my most used apps. So I first of all have Instagram. Instagram is literally my favourite app, like, ever. I use it all the time. So go and follow it. It's at ig.lilyx, and I've got a new theme coming along, which it's lit. I love it. I literally love it. It's like really vintage and aesthetic. Apple Music, which is how I listen to my music. I then have Messages, so I can message people obviously, and Snapchat, which is private, but my YouTube Snapchat is linked down below. I don't really use it, but I do want to start getting into it again. But I use more Instagram stories more than Snapchat really. So yeah. On the next page is basically where all my apps are. I have a lot. So in my socials folder I have Facebook and Facebook Messenger, which are both private, and they're just like for family and friends. I then have TikTok, which is Musical.ly. You can follow me on there if you want. I use that daily. Follow me on Musical.ly and get me to 1k. I then have Twitter, which you can follow me on. Basically all I do on Twitter is reply to Ariana Grande tweets and retweet them and like them, basically, and you know. So my Twitter is LilyMXE05. I then have Pinterest. I don't really use Pinterest too often, but if you want to follow me you can. I think it's Lily MAIIX. I then have 21 Buttons. Also follow me on there and you can basically see where all my outfits are from. So I post pictures that are sometimes not even on my Instagram, so they go on here and you guys can basically look at the outfits, and if you want to buy them you can. My username is LilyMXE05. I then have Google Chrome, which I use more than Safari. It's basically Safari but Google Chrome version. Yeah. Depop, which you can follow me on. I'm going to start trying to post some things on there that you guys can buy. I'm not quite sure what yet, but I need to sort my room out and stuff, and I'll put some stuff on there. So you can follow it, it's Lily MAIIX. And then have House Party, which I can house party my internet friends. I actually haven't used that in quite a long time, but yeah, I have it just in case any of my friends want to house party, guys, hit me up. My next folder is called Bits and Bobs, and in here I have a bunch of apps as well. So I have Countdown Plus, which countdowns to loads of events. So I go to Tenerife in 24 days, which I'm so excited about. I then have the link to the Ariana Grande website, just because if I ever want to go on there I can. And then I have weather, which is weather. Yeah, so I just have weather on there. And then I have Met Office, which is also weather. And then I have Sleeps to Christmas, 92 days. I then have another link to a Ariana Grande like lyrics page thing for like Instagram caption. I then have free, which is my mobile data and like who I'm with for like my phone contract. I think that's what it's called. I don't actually know, but yeah, I have my mobile data for free, so I can check how much I've got on there. I then have Music Plus TV. This is like really good apps. I have YouTube, which you should all know what it is because you're watching me on it right now. So yeah, subscribe to me, Lily HB. Get me to 1,000 by the end of this month. Yeah. I then have Shazam, which basically if you hear a song when you're out and you don't know what it is, you can Shazam it and it will tell you what song it is. Sonos, so I can connect my phone to our like speakers downstairs, and I do it like in the day to annoy my mum and dad a lot of the time. I was doing it for my video.
Huh?
I was doing it for my video.
Why?
Because I can.
Why for your video though?
Huh?
Why for your video?
I'm doing a what's on my iPhone. So I was showing them what the app is. Then I have Spotify, which is also another music app to listen to music. I then have Netflix, which is amazing. I love Netflix. But I've kind of forgotten the password because I use my auntie's account. And I've forgotten the passwords, so I need to get that off her and then I can use it again. I then have my YouTube folder. In here I have Gmail, which is like my emailing, messaging, email thing where I get emails basically. I then have YouTube Studio, which if you're a YouTube creator, I highly recommend it. You can basically look at all your analytics, check how well your video's doing, reply to comments, look at your subscriber count, everything like that. It's a really good app. And then I have live counts to basically see how many subscribers I'm on. And we're currently on 946, which means we are 54. We're 54 away from 1k, which is mad. So if we can get there, it means so much. I then have my photo editing folder. I'm not going to go into too much depth in that because I'm going to do a complete separate video for that. So I've got VSCO, which I edit basically all my photos on. I then have Facetune 2, which is basically a app which is also photo editing. I don't use it as much as VSCO, and I do not use it to like Facetune my face. I don't like change my face or anything, my body or anything in that. I just like use it for like the saturation, the brightness, like the smooth filter, the blur thing is what I use it for the most, like the blur in the background. Unfold, which is a really good app if you use Instagram stories. You can basically create loads of different things. So like, say I want to create something about, let's just name it, whatever that even says. Press plus, and then there's like loads of different sort of like filter things you can use, and you can insert images and stuff. So like, say I want to do it about my Coco Locks thing, press done, and then it will insert like the pictures. Fonto, which I edit my thumbnails with, and Planoly. If you don't have Planoly, you need to get it if you have an Instagram theme, because you can basically plan out your whole feed, because this is it before, and then these are like the photos I'm going to be posting. Yeah, it's really, really good to use. I highly recommend it. So I then have my games folder. In here is just some of the games that I play. So I have Helix Jump, Plank, Kahoot, which is this thing that we do at school, Candy Crush, Hold.io, Dunk Hoop and Rider. Yeah, they're just the games that I have on my phone that I play when I'm bored. I then have my school folder. In here it's like the school stuff. So I have photo math, which I use for my maths homework because I'm not very good at maths. So like you scan the question and then you can like answer it. So yeah, I have photo math, and then I have parent mail, which is so I can get emails from my school, and then translate, so I can basically do my Spanish homework on here because, I mean, Spanish homework, I'm not very good at Spanish, so I just translate it. And then I have a folder called shops where I have like a bunch of like shopping sort of things. So I have Wagamama's because I spend way too much time in Wagamama's, so I have the Wagamama's app. I then have JD, so I look at like trainers and clothes that I want and never will get because I'm broke. Yeah. And then have HSBC, which is my like mobile banking app thing, so I can see how much money I've got. Obviously I'm not going to go on that because that's personal information. That is basically everything on my iPhone for 2018. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.